Hello and welcome. Right, how well did we do? We're right through to the month of harvest. We have got the Amity, which I'm going to use next session. I was going to go grab the trailer, but I'm actually going to build a sugar mill. I did have one before, and I've somehow forgotten, forgotten to do it. So we've gone all the way from the seeding. We did everything in this one session. I love this about starting from scratch. How you can like go from in one session almost through the entire year. But this is obviously the next session. We're going to do the actual harvest. But we did an awful lot of buying and selling. I've got to be honest. I've never, ever, in all of my years of FS22 and FS25, done as well as we've managed to do we've sold a lot of quite large equipment. I mean, it's one of those episodes where it seems a bit, oh, that's another thing as well. I need to reset that. Store deliveries. We had the stuff delivered because the Amity stuff is a bit big for British Road, so we had a low load to deliver it. So yeah, we're gonna, but I just want to show you what we did do, obviously, or what we did buy this session, because we did very well. I mean, stupendously well. We we just bought the Noah. The ducking and diving, the selling and buying basically enabled us to buy. I've repaired most of them as well. So I've got the Great Plains, that beautiful hoe, the Noah. We've got that header which we bought early the first session. We've got the 21-metre bow mech. That was very reasonable. We bought the 4.2-metre Russell mash. That we bought the first session. But we also bought the brand. In fact, we bought two, but we sold one. This one, again, with the big brand. We also got this, first time I've seen it from Agrotono, the 22-metre version. We also managed to get a header, standard header for this as well as the Russell mash. So I've got to be honest, we're almost at the stage where you've got almost everything that you want. I mean, no one wants just one trailer. What I'm trying to say is we've got like almost everything that you could possibly want, as well as what we bought in the first session. So really tremendously well is all I'm, as well as we've got the telehandler, and yeah, we've sold a lot of tractors. I would have liked another tractor by now, but they were all 100,000 plus tractors that we couldn't afford to sink that kind of cash into. You can see our money's still going down, but look at the stuff we've actually managed to get. So yeah, it's one of those sessions I would advise to see, because it's sort of one of those things where you think, oh yeah, really, you got that little lot. And I did legitimately, but through the sales and everything. So I'd watch it just to sort of show, to see that I really didn't cheat at all. I know some of you know that I won't, but what I mean is, well, what I consider cheating, I mean, I'll buy and sell and things like that. I'll use the rules to my advantage, but I don't like bending the rules badly, or going around corners with plows and stuff like that. I want to be agriculturally spot on, but I'll use the rules to my advantage, but I don't like any kind of cheating. Really don't. So yeah, so all that remains to be said is I hope you enjoy the rest of the session. Hello and welcome right to really episode 1, because I suppose it is episode 2 really. We bought a field just up the road. We're just going over there now. We're going to have a little bit of infrastructure built. A sell point from the company Omatana, who's going to supply us goods at a reduced cost, and she's going to deliver them to our very farm field. So, left-hand side, Mr. Smith. We are not in America now, or Europe. This is your home country. You would think you'd know this, really. You drive on this side of the road every single day to work. It is amazing, isn't it? I have driven all of my farmer simulator, nearly all of it, apart from Calmsden. And of course, the other thing is about Calmsden is you're down a single track road, so really it's not like a normal British map. You're sort of like lulled into a false sense of security, because I'm gonna clip that. Oh yeah, I knew it. Oh, and then we're gonna have like this is not your ideal British map type equipment, is it? We're gonna need to really go heavily. I don't think we're still gonna do it. Oh, it's gonna be clipping the front as well. Oh, just right. All we needed was somebody to come on that side of the road. Right, so I think our field is, we can see it. Is there a road to go? No, let's just stick to the main. It's thick, isn't it, this? I'm not sure we can do it. We might have to plough. Yes, our equipment's really good. We've done the first episode with this is all bits and bobs that we bought through the sales. And money's still fairly reasonable because we did a bit of, yeah, buying and selling. Or as I like to say, ducking and diving. It's the way that I usually call it. Oh, fantastic. Cavalier Roy's even done his chop the hedges down trick. I love it. Oh, fantastic. I wasn't sure he would do it with it being FS25, so that's amazing. Ooh, so if we buy field 10, is that field 10 or is it field 8? I think it's field 10s. That might come with field 10. We'd actually get a shed. Now then, where do we actually get in here to our field? Do we have to go into the farmyard? Oh, no, I would say probably go down there if we can. I mean, it's like not exactly ideal conditions pulling an 80 metre with like in the snow where it reduces your traction. Yeah, there's weird little fractals. So again, and it's actually since the last, right, okay it's just, I don't know, this is, yeah, I think we're gonna have to, I should have left that on really. It's thick snow. I mean, really thick. Yeah, the fractals, it's worse since the last Giants update. Every time they say they're going to fix something, but then that's really... FS22 was the same. Gordon Bennett's not wanted to turn because of the snow. Yeah, FS22 was the same. Every time they fixed something, they broke something else. Yeah, but they have actually managed to fix the manure this time, which is something that FS22 that they never managed to do very well. So, it's nice. Even though it's a shame in a way, because I built a mod to... a mod to make manure from... I don't know if we're really supposed to come this way looking at... Oh my life, look how thick the snow is. Gordon Bennett, I think it's field 11. No, I'm not sure actually. Oh my, we can't do this in this weather. This is terrible. It's like about 4 foot thick. Right, we're going to have to go through to April. Let's get off this farmer's field before we get shouted at as well. Oh, my life. It is actually. That's some of the thickest snow I've actually seen since I was a kid. Where I remember walking through windrows that were about... Them was about 6 foot high, so they were 2 foot above my head as a youngster. Yeah, I was about 8 years old. I remember it very, very well. So, right. So, we may as well just go straight through till tomorrow. And yeah, we can't do this. I'll go through to 8 as well. Yeah, so we've got a really good lineup. Telehandler. We sold a couple of monster masses, which I really would have loved, but it's a cash. We really do need... I think buying another field, you can manage with a single tractor for a while, really. There was... Oh, please tell me the snow is going to go. We can't... This is ridiculous. Ooh. Oh, wow. Well, we can do a bit of ducking and diving, I think. So 344, we need to... If the bank will lend us that much, I will let it happen. If not... I think you can. I think you can lend a fortune, can't you? So 360. We must remember to pay it back because we don't really... Actually, oh, it's less than that. And then we'll buy the header from the profit of the buying and the selling. And then hopefully by that time, the snow will have decided that it's time to move on. That's my idea. Right, so we'll stick you. And okay, I think it can manage that header. I don't think it could... I mean, it's the lightest one we've got, that particular, the Rossomash. It can cope with its 6 metre head. I think a 7.6 it could easily cope with. Just not sure whether Giants have made all the fittings, like, that all, you know, it can actually... Because obviously the Rossomash used to be a lot different. So let's get rid of the debt. So we know actually how much we have got. quite a tidy packet. Brilliant. And we will buy 13,000 for a 7.6 meter header. We will indeed. And we'll sell it immediately if it doesn't fit on the roster match. I think it will. Obviously, I remember FS22, these things would only have their own headers, but I'm not so sure that Giants have gone for individual fittings now. I think they've taken pity upon us. Well, we shall see in a second. Yeah. Now, can this... Yeah, it can. Fantastic. Right, let's get this... repaired. So I know we don't need it really if we're going to go into sugar beet, but well, yeah, it looks like the snow's cleared, I think, so we can get cracking. Let's get that repaired. Fantastic. So that is, yeah, let's just move this across to the other side of the yard, and I think we're going to get a bit of work done. I was going to say we'll go to a time lapse, but I'm not really sure that with that monster planter that we really need to time lapse this. We might actually be able to just crack on as we are now. Then where are we going to stick? Yeah, no, although we have got headland, we haven't got headlands. Cavalier Roy's been a little bit strict on this. There's no wiggle room at all. Oh, we're right next to the cows. So I think we've already wasted that bit there, so we could easily put a container in that area. And we'll go for what? I love these because they've got a very long nozzle. A very long nozzle. So we sort of like being as clever as you can be because we are almost level with that. What we're going to do, though, is... I've forgotten about that. Yeah, we're going to like literally do a bit of... lose a bit of the field because of it. We're going to do it as a bit of grass or... grass court, just grass courts, yeah, because that's not too terrible. I think what we'll do is we'll just... like that. In fact, yeah, it's going to be awkward for courses or workers if you do it any... Oh, didn't mean to do that. Okay, let's do something about that. Let's go for... I like these... I love this concrete pedal. Oh, my left mouse button's gone funny. Let's just do one like that. And in fact, let's do it over there as well. Fantastic. Right, so then we need to grab some seeds, and we don't know... Oh, no, sugar beets, I believe, is what we decided we're going to do. So we need to... I have done a sugar mill, but I've just not actually... Oh, no, that was diesel fill. Seeds... Oh, apologise for the... Yeah, it's going to cost us a bit. Yeah. Right, okay, then let's unfold this beast. We sure struggle a little. But I think actually it's big enough to do a time lapse. I do. So I'm going... I did say unfold. You're not listening to me. I didn't. I said... I lowered it, actually. My bad. Right, let's go backwards. Let's do this. Right, yeah, we should do it, but it'll be a bit of a struggle, but only slightly. It's only 40-odd horsepower. It's a fairly flat field. Yeah, it was lowered. Right, I'm going to say my words. I am going to still do this. I'm going to see you guys and gals on the other side. One thing I do love about Start From Scratch is I was debating whether or not to buy another field. There's obviously they've all been planted or seeded in the area. So it is a bit weird with not owning the headland. That's yeah, it is. I'll get used to it. It just means we've got to eat into our fields, which is a bit alien. Even the equipment, you sort of, I can't see you ever buying a field. I mean, it's just a convention for the game, I realise, but you could still leave your equipment on. You just can't build anything on it, so it is what it is. Right, also, yeah, let's switch the zone markers off now. I think we've had enough of seeing them. All right, so yeah, the one thing I was just saying once, and then I like flipped. Yeah, I do love the fact that you can sort of get through a year in one session right at the beginning if you only own one field. It's the one good thing about Start From Scratch at the very beginning. So we've done everything we can apart from rolling, and I'm really not worried about that. If we'd got a roller and it was a reasonable size roller, I'd do it. But we haven't. We've done everything else. It's a tiny bonus. Ain't no one got time for that. No, I do if I've got. It's true. Yeah, I do sort of say that. Well, I'm not the one who coined the phrase. As a yeah, one of the virtual farmers creates content said it. It's ain't no one's got time for that. It's true, really. It is a bit of a. If you've got a massive roller, it doesn't take long. But you've got to. I think if you've got 2 or 3 fields, you've got to like keep following on with the roller. Otherwise, the session gets extended. I do love the look of Sugar Beet. It's beautiful. Now, there's a couple of tufts in the corner swishers. I can see one down there, right down the far end of the field, but it is what it is. I've not got narrows or anything. What is in the sales? Oh, we have the Russell Mash corn header. Do we 4.2 meter? Are we doing corn? I often used to buy corn headers, and I mean, you can do sunflowers. If we were doing oils, it would be, even though it's small, it would actually, it's a very reasonable amount, isn't it, really? We are going to do those. We're going to buy you. And you. And we will sell those on for a tidy profit, I think. Yeah, I mean, this does sort you slow down, but when you think you could be earning a bit of cash through doing this, it's not really a bad thing to do. I think we're going to have to, like... Yeah, I have used this now. I've had this on one Let's Play. Was it on FS25? Yeah, no, we had it. Oh, which one was it? Oh, it's around here somewhere. That is true. I'm going to need to put a blob of... yeah, paint on the ground. There's no way I'm going to be able to find that, like, without a blob of paint. Yeah, it's like looking for a needle in it. Right, so it's there. As if, of course, Cavalier Roy will let you do it. Oh, always refraction. Right, that's... I think we can manage without that on now. Oh, oh. Oh, I've done my switch on my gamepad. I've got a little button that makes it into a tab that you... It's really quite annoying. Right, so yes, and... Yeah, we already bought it. Yeah, I mean, it does sort of make a bit of cash in the interim, so I'm really not quite pleased, really. I mean, yeah, so I've never had such a rounded lineup, I think, for, like, the beginning. Yeah, really not sort of like where you start and you've almost got a full basic lineup. I mean, there's always bits like rollers and mulchers and things like that, which I very rarely mulch, if I'm honest. Yeah, very rarely. Fantastic. That's, do we buy that? I think it's to be unbelievably silly of us not to buy that for that amount of cash. Samaz, do we need a... mower? We're not really going into grass at the minute, are we? So I think we'll just... Now, when are we aiming for? It is... It's quite a late crop, isn't it? So we just whiz through, I think, right the way to harvest. Sugar beet. Is it October, November? Can't see... Sugar, there we go. October. and it should be first month. So we'll pop up to the fields in a bit. But it seems a bit sensible to stay down here if we're going to have the opportunity to buy and sell some vehicles. It seems silly to go back up to the field, as in the earliest it can possibly be ready is October, so we don't need to go down there. Oh, another Einbach 12 metre. Do we buy that for the future? It's a very good price for same one as we had at Riverbend Springs number 2. No, we'll leave that. It is good, but obviously we've already got one that was about the same price, so we'll leave it. We'll go straight through till July. Yeah, it is one of those beautiful things in the first couple of years with Start From Scratch, where there really is all you can do is your field, and that is the... Well, you can do contracts. If it was Mr. CLP, he'd be going mad with contracts now, but I just like to focus on the farm and see how our farm does. Ooh, the Macdon. Wow, first time I've seen that. Amazing. It's a shame, really. Yeah, it's a... I think we will buy that as well. But we'll keep that. I think we're going to keep that. I know it's a monster. I've not had it in this... so, yeah, that's what we want. I haven't had it in this iteration of FS25, really. In a different farm, in a different sort of place, I'd keep the Macdon. It'd be nice to have it, but again, it's strange with Start From Scratches. You've got to make some sacrifices. There's some pieces of equipment. Obviously, we're gaining equipment all the time. We've got those quite a few things there that are good. But if you're going to get the slurry spreader to go with that, you need to sort of save some cash. Right, sell. Yes. Yeah, so really these are like to sell. I love the look of it though now. It is beautiful, it really is. Would be nice to own one. I don't know if you get the bonus that you got in FS20. That was quite a big incentive to actually go the Macdon route. The fact that you got extra crop. I can't see why you would want to do that if you didn't have some sort of bonus. So yeah, it's worth... For 3,000, it's not a bad little... And then I think, do we need that big? I think just for 30,000, it's just like unbelievably good. I think our tractor could probably just about manage it, but we're not only going to have that one forever, so all this ducking and diving, it... Oh, wow, is that... Oh, do they always stay? Oh, no. It was like in the down position to begin with. I don't think I've ever done the spaders. £330 horsepower. We probably, yeah, a bit for the future, I think. Oh, okay, that's interesting. Fantastic. We'll probably be filling this up now. We ought to shift that plough away a bit over where the harvester is, otherwise we'll be filling Cavalier Roy's shop up. So we're still at 167,000, so we're sort of like selling things, but it's enabling us to buy other items. Do like this a lot. I mean, really, with the... I suppose we can keep the other one now as small, and we'll keep... If anything big, we'll use this. Right, so... Yeah, no, that's all to keep. It's funny, yeah, the first 2 or 3 Let's Plays I didn't sort of cotton on to this. It was really at the end of Zilonka, because they're really Zilonka. If I'd have cottoned on how good this type of thing is, it would have been really useful. We've got one of these on Riverview Forest. Always kept hoping that I'd actually get the... well, I could lease a lorry and do those two things. Is it going to be worth it? That is a question. Yeah, we need to like... Sorry, that was I just had to, yeah, phone call. Yeah, I applied for a job earlier, but I was a bit unsure about it. It's, obviously I'm IT, but my job, it's like really long hours, and as I'm getting a bit older, I have never made any bones about that. I do struggle a bit with it, so I'm trying to find something, but this job was sort of like, it's delivering, which I don't mind. I love driving anyway, so not bad. I think that was everything, wasn't it? Oh, no, it wasn't. I was thinking about this, the solid stand. We could... I think what we'll do is we're going to lease... Yeah, because there's 2 or 3 trailers there. We're not going to make a lot. It's going to cover the leasing costs, but also going to mean that we can... Oh, it's top, isn't it? Yeah, I think we'll lease an international with none of these extras on. No, even though it is very worth it. It is, I do love this, actually. I've fallen quite in love with it. What I'd like to do is, well, either the universal hitch or put a hitch on myself. I do keep wondering whether to do it. Maybe put the horsepower up a bit. Maybe change the design a little bit so it's no longer an international. Yeah, that's what I was really trying to say. So we'll do that first, even though we're not going to make very much at all on it. But why not? If there's 2 or 3 things, it'll almost pay for the... Well, halfway through pay the leasing costs of this. Ooh, we're going to have to be careful, aren't we? That we don't take the telehandler out. I don't think the shop are very happy with us. That's about as... Let's shift to telehandler. That is just a bit too close. I personally think that's just not very good. Oh, yeah, I'm sort of trying to look for some sort of part-time role, because I'm doing it, but it's killing me sort of slowly, so we want I'm tempted to keep this, but then we needed a lorry as well. It is a beautiful thing, it is, but at the minute, I think we're probably better to just duck and dive a little. Yeah, because to be honest, we could manage with something like the TPS on this, and that's £1,500. Which is, I thought Sariga might actually put it up for FS25. Not that. Oh, it's a long one, isn't it? This. I've gone there for the long. Yeah, obviously on a British map, this would be the worst type of lorry you could possibly have. Wow, it's not turning very well. Right, okay. Yeah, and let's return that to... wrong button. Let's return you... Yep. And we will... Do we bother with that? I think we'll... I just think with all the ducking and diving, we'll buy that. We'll keep it with that for now. Right, let's just repair and shift that out of the way. I mean, we can do canola already, but again, it's then sort of doing oil again, oil-based crops. So I think for the price for this, it's a good-sized machine. I quite like this. And if you put the fertilizer on as well, it really is quite amazing at that point. Yeah, I do quite like this. Glad that it's a Great Plains as well. Oh, missed it. Definitely. Fantastic. I think we'll just push that straight behind us. Don't think it's going to get in the way. It's a bit cheeky, but you've got to be cheeky sometimes. Fantastic. So right in August. Ah, we got to change to 9 o'clock. Mr. Trick. Yeah, we'll go right up to the month of harvest, and then next session we'll do the actual harvest itself. Yeah, I've got... I'm going to start on Frankenmuth soon. I've literally just finished Riverbend Springs last... yeah, the last session was the very... Oh, my life. Oh, on the... Oh, my life. What a cracking price. Oh, my life. This is amazing. Oh, my least favourite little Schaefer. I can never... Yeah, we'll purchase you, yeah. And I think we're going to be skinting ourselves, but I think, to be honest, there's a few bits and bobs in there. We might actually sell the Rosselmash and get the Gehring off, because that's a good price. I think it's normally like 3 times that amount. I got it 70,000. And that was like, yeah, it's 49. So that's really is amazing. Oh, it's the sorghum one. It is, but we could actually sell it. Ah, yeah, it is. It's the sorghum one. Okay. Yeah, I apologise for those who... it is a little bit boring, but I've got to be honest, it's now a bona fide way of making money. I just think it's, especially from a start from scratch, it lends itself more to a start from scratch than any other. I've got to be honest, I've always liked start from scratch, always, never made any bones. It's the most challenging of all the starts. But it has never been shown any love. It was already hard enough, and then the farms disappear, and... Oh, we got... No, we're not quite in the square. Yeah, it was always sort of like shown almost hate. And they're not... In FS22, some of the map makers started like not to... yeah. They started not to actually like make everything disappear in a puff of smoke, which I thought was really nice. I think we're going to keep that. Oh, we could do with another tractor, really. Both really good, aren't they? We're getting some really cracking... I just don't think we can afford it. At the minute. It's just a shame, yeah, because there's other things that we've got the one tractor. As much as it'd be lovely to have 2, you can sort of make do with 1 for a while. And it is a shame, because there's some really good deals that have like gone straight through our fingers, so... I think we'll keep the Land Roller. Even though it's not terribly very English. Wow, 224 horsepowers. 123,000. Amazing. Yeah, it is one of those things, this like buying and selling malarkey, that... to begin, I was a little unsure, and I thought, wow, it really does lend itself. You're sort of like a reseller of things, so why would you not do that? I mean, look, our money is going up, and then it's sort of all that ducking and diving has then made us be able to purchase that, which is 120 odd grand. That's amazing. I don't know what we're going to do with it, though. It is a monster. I think this would be one you'd stick on a low loader, because there's no way this is like it should be dragged down British lanes. What we'll do is, I think we'll repair it on... I mean, when I say the farm, it's very loosely a farm at present. But this equipment is definitely, all of it is sort of like go for the future, and it really is big stuff. So we're still 150,000 after all that ducking and diving. We've got a bit of a Rosselmash header. We've got all of this little light. It's at September. So let's go through till October morning, where I think we will be... What we'll do is we'll lease the... We'll see which is the cheapest, is the way I'm going to do. I would like to have a go the Amity, to be honest. No, I mean, I really would. I'd like to actually mod it. I would. Ooh. Another one of those, 12.4 metre. That's a good price, that is. But that's a hoe as well. Do we go for the Oasis? I mean, to be honest, if you do it preemptively, and we were quite fortunate that this time it actually did work, it's a little bit temperamental, but again, it could be, ooh, why are we like doing wheelies? Yeah, the weight's a bit funny on, we haven't had a weight or anything. I don't understand why all of a sudden this has gone funny. It's almost like you're still lifting a weight up, but the game thinks you're still lifting something. Yeah, I've had like tractors doing wheelies and all sorts. It's very... Do we buy that? It's 11,000. I mean, it is an amazing price for that, really. I think we will. Yep. So we're still 150,000. That enabled us to actually pretty much afford that. Stick that with all of the other gear ready for when we've got a real farm and not just a field. And we will lease... I know I'm not... It's not lowered. It's a beautiful bit of kit, this. Yeah, I thought we could stick that next door to that. Oh, I was forgetting about the Great Plains as well, yeah. I mean, our money's sort of staying stationary, but we're sort of getting equipment from it. So, to me, it's really quite an amazing sort of concept. Let's go and have a look. I would imagine our field is... But we don't need to look like... We can just go in here, can't we? And we should see... Oh, it's not. It's not ready. Oh, wow. we didn't. We went through another month. Of course we did. Yes. I forgot. We had to go through to April. Let's go 9 o'clock. And then we will lease the equipment ready for next session. We'll have a look at what we're going to lease. I would like to do the Amity though. It's just, again, it'd have to be low loaded. I suppose we could simulate that. Oh, my life. Another brand. What are the chances of that? Oh, it's amazing the amount of things. It is totally random, but I suppose just the chances of that. Would we want to? Oh, I don't think so. I'm going to have to go forward with this as well, though. It's a funny piece of equipment. It really is. A beautiful piece of equipment, but it is really quite strange the way it moves and the way it wobbles, or like which it would, I suppose. But yeah, it like opens up a lot and does all sorts of things. I've got it on Rizu Forest. I had it on Hutan Pantai first, and it was interesting the way that it used to. I would have thought it would have been chained at the back so it wouldn't open like it does, but it is what it is. So, but it is a bit of a lethal weapon as it is presently. All right, so then, yeah, that's a very good price. It is. Do we do the Flieger for ourselves? Well, I'm intending on doing animals, if I'm honest. We'll sell the Thunder Creek and we'll keep the Flegel. Yeah, again, for future posterity. I mean, to be honest, some of this is quite amazing that what we're getting in the sales. We've almost got a full... I've never had the sales actually quite treat me like this. You know, like where you're getting almost all the things that you sort of need. I mean, the tractors, we've had them coming out of our ears. It's just a shame that we can't afford... The weird thing is we haven't had... No, we're going to repair that. Don't sell it. Please don't sell it. Yeah, I suppose we could, sort of, stick down there. I like this Danoa. I'm quite a big fan of it. I mean, for a small farm, for moving a few bits of livestock, it's like taking some to market. If you're going to do cows properly, like Angus's, it's not a bad thing to have. I must do Angus's. I always go milkers, but yeah, it's not a bad thing to sort of do, really. You know, really, it's strange because the one thing that is a bit of a shocker, obviously this is actually quite an expensive bit of kit, the Thunder Creek, but obviously we got it for a terribly... You would think the markup you get is based upon the price of the item. In other words, if it's a minus 70%, should really get a lot more, but you won't. You still get 10%, which will be £800 £8,000 in this case. Sell. Yeah. 8,000. Yeah, no, it's about right. Yeah, it's about 10%. Right, so we should now see that our field this time is definitely golden. Well, red actually, but yeah, it's true in it with the right. So I think we're gonna go defoliator, because I've wanted to try this for ages. I keep saying about it. I keep looking and saying, oh, one of these times I'm gonna go for the amity, and I don't. I think we'll have it low. Yeah, we could simulate that actually. Thinking about it, got to be careful how we do this though. Yeah, because it's the way you do it is a bit. You've got to face this way. That one, and yeah, got to be careful how we do it. I'm not sure how far it goes back. You got to face it, and it should face this away. Well, we're going to have one delivered, like the defoliator especially, and we're going to set that going. Yeah, 5,000 seems a bit expensive to me. Oh, yeah, that's what I was trying to say. Do you damage sugar beet? All my life. I think you do, don't you? No. I'm sure we're gonna. Yeah, I might need to reset it. Okay. Yeah, I was trying to simulate the delivery of this. Oh, wow. Sort of. Obviously, because we have to pay for it, so we're just having it delivered by somebody else. But it didn't work quite to plan, really. It is a beautiful bit of kit, though, isn't it? Yeah, I'm thinking of asking the R&D at BI Industries to have a look into doing something similar. Yeah. A similar idea, because if it's Amity have done this, right, let's set this going. And see if Farmer Girl can work out how to actually use this piece of equipment. She's thinking about it. She's still thinking about it. Please don't tell me Giants are creating a piece of software, a piece of hardware that the AI doesn't understand how to use. It looks a little bit like that, doesn't it? I don't mean it nasty, but she should have really gone by now. So we'll grab the. We'll need to be careful how we do this, because I think this is even bigger. Alright, so let's get the scrub. And we're also going to need to grab. So we paid 230. I always makes me laugh. It's dollars. Right. So let's. No, I can. Yeah, we need to go and grab the trailers out. But before we start, let's go grab the trailer, so that we can at least. What are we going to do with it? I think we'll. That's a point. I was thinking about this. I haven't done the sugar one yet. It's just we have got very little space. We're going to have to do it in this corner. It's quite a big production. All of my productions are fairly big now. Even the production, Taylor, dairy, spinnery, and that's oil, mill, cannery, bakery. Oh, hang on a minute. I know I've done a sugar mill. That's my latest mod that I did earlier, the rope maker. Made a little one. Cannery, hang on a minute. I did a sugar. Oh, I bet I've missed doing the sugar factory in the. Yeah, the excitement. Dairy, spinnery. Tailor, production for farm. Oh, I have as well. Forage. Right, well, in that case, it'll give me something to do later on. Yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, well, with this in mind, I might actually design it thinner than normal, because they are a little bit larger than I'd like them to be. I want them to be taller rather than squat. Like they're quite large, but I've done it for realism, for obviously the storage space. But what I'm thinking is I might design a range that's got a complete tower, like they go up a long way, but they actually, then it's still realistic, but yeah, it's not going to be wasting a lot of space, because we all know farmyards, if you're going to do a production on your doorstep, it needs to be as small as possible. So that is where we're going to leave it. It is. What are we going to do? Yeah, I'm going to do me goodbyes, and then I'm going to do me what did we do this session. All right, so it's still 137,540, which is quite amazing, really, all things considered. What we just bought and that, it really is amazing. So yeah, I shall explain all of that. Right, so I hope you're going to join me next session where we can actually do our own crop, which is amazing. So yeah, all that remains to be said is goodbye for now.